Hi guys, my name is Andrew Smith. This is my supply and demand presentation for government and economics. In this presentation, I have a few examples that display supply and demand through Disney stories. So the first one I have comes from Frozen, and we're looking at Kristoff's ice business and the effect that Elsa's snow has on Kristoff's ice business. So he starts out he's doing pretty well for himself because it's in the middle of the summer, so there's a high demand for ice and he has a good supply, so his business is booming. But as soon as Elsa's snow comes in, it totally affects him because there's now a lot more snow and a lot more ice just everywhere, all around. It's easy access, easy to get to, so his demand for the ice drops drastically, and this affects his price as well. In order to match the demand, he has to lower his price in order to keep making money, keep making profits in his business during the cold time. So this kind of demonstrates that, and you can see it through the graphs. That's just a simple scenario of how supply and demand would have worked in that situation. The next one comes from Sleeping Beauty, and in this scenario, the king asks all of the spinning wheels to be burned in the kingdom. And so we're seeing how that would affect the supply and demand of things like yarn, thread, and cloth. Well, if you have no spinning wheels, which made things a lot easier to be spun together, sewn, combined, condensed, etc., the demand for those things are going to drop a lot because you don't really have anything to use them on. So that really affects the demand, and then it would affect the price as well. I think they would start to become pretty worthless because you don't have anything to use on them. So that's how that would affect that situation. And the last one comes from Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. And in this scenario, the Seven Dwarfs would have taken a lot of these big, glorious, glamorous gems into a shop somewhere, into a market, and we're asked to see if there's a lot of them, how would that affect the supply and demand for gems, and also the price as well. If you have a lot of gems that are, there's a large quantity of these gems, then it's going to be easy for people to buy them. You're going to be able to sell them, keep up with the demand if people want them. But at the same time, if you have a lot of these gems, you're going to have to your price is going to have to match the demand. And so if you have a lot of these gems that you're trying to sell and you want to sell them all, you're going to have to lower the price of your gems. So that's how that would affect their situation. Those were all the three scenarios that I had. Those are the ones that I looked over and kind of quickly studied. So that's my supply and demand video. I hope my graphs and my narration made sense to you all and that you were able to understand it and clearly and thoroughly. Thanks for taking time out of your day to watch this, and I will see you guys later.